Everybody get your stuff out.
Everybody ready?
Pretty's a strong word.
Woo! Hello! Hello, welcome. I think I have everything up and ready. We are here for this is session 8. Holy smokes, guys. Good job.
9.
We're
on session 9.
Oh. How did I
Didn't you
miscount?
swear German?
Shh, I don't. Yeah.
How did I...
We're on session 9.
Oh, we are on session 9. You are correct about that. I was using this. Apparently, I had very minimal notes for session 8 as well. So
we are on
Good
session
job,
9.
me. Good job, me. Okay. Well, shall I introduce? Do I need to introduce the party again? I don't know how many. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll just introduce really quick. We got Samich playing Gallant, the human paladin. Krim, playing his tiefling fighter character Krim, with his raccoon companion Ember. We have TJ playing Albert Cupertino, a human monk paladin. Then we have my character, Talia, playing a bardic rogue. And then we have Tekken playing Jekken, the human bardic necromancer. We have Pat, who is playing Beheld. However, he is not able to make it to session tonight, so he has our BRB currently, and he has 2 cats as well, Azzy and Cozy. Then we have Matt playing Matthias, our dwarven druid, and finally Muffin playing Idella, the human cleric, with her companion Brutus. We also have a white horse named Raymond, who I still need to make a character sheet for. I just realized that.
The Italian stallion.
I'm letting you know, Gallant, I will be drawing you when I get to your character with Raymond, if you are okay with that.
Fuck it, bro.
Okay, I have a pose and everything already.
That's great. Okay, so I don't have too many announcements. Like I said, we're not going to be having a Beheld today. I think I explained to you, to the party earlier, I did make a little updates to the character sheets. We're going back to our simplified version because cantrips and spells are very confusing to my little brain. So we are going to, hopefully everything should be set up now. If we have any technical difficulties, hopefully we don't this time. Otherwise, I don't have. That's not true. I'll get to end announcements once we
And
get towards I'll do ending announcements at the end, obviously, because we need to figure out next weekend session, and then so we'll get to that. But anyways, let us begin. Just to recap, the party is currently in the lake town of Leone, where they are investigating a murder of a young man named Tristan Lundar. They do their investigations, find out that he was trying to help his lover, Lorna, with her grandmother Luna, because Luna was sick. He wanted to go help and get some medicine from an apothecary named Jessa in kind of the outskirts of the town. And that night he was brutally murdered by some sort of animal, and like large animal, I should say. And so the party is investigating this, seeing what happened, basically. Some people seem to think that it could be just a werewolf. Um, that's what the party is also thinking as well. So they continue to investigate. They go meet up um, with Jessa and learn that her husband is in fact a werewolf and
Werewolf.
trying to trying to figure out this whole situation. Um, by the time half of the party goes to meet with her and ask her questions first, the second half goes to meet with Luna and Lorna to get a little bit more information. But then they are brought by Brutus back to Jess's house to kind of discuss all of their findings. Um, which towards that time of the night, they actually hear a wolf howling in the background and go to investigate and actually encounter um, Connor, who is this werewolf and Jessa's husband. Um, Idella is able to after after brutally attacking this werewolf out of the blue, they fight it for a little bit and manage to actually put it asleep with a sleep potion. And luckily, Idella realized that she has an ability that can cure certain curses and attempted to cure the werewolf curse and was successful. So now we are back at Jessa's home with an unconscious Connor who is now back in his human form. And the party is discussing what is to be done next. Um, and that is where we left off. So everybody is in kind of this living room area space that's kind of connected to a kitchen area. Jessa makes some tea and tries to gather like some food or some sort of snacks for you guys who um, had just fought her husband basically. And he is placed in their bedroom so that he can kind of sleep and um, rest for the time being. Doo, doo, doo. Move us over here. Meh, meh. There we go. Yeah, so that is where we left off. And what would you guys like to do?
I think we're in the middle of arguing.
We are in the middle of arguing.
I stand by. I'm not changing my mind. The town thinks he got mauled by an animal, and us turning him in for something we don't even know he did.
He did.
Tells not doesn't. Interesting. Do you have any proof he did this?
Everything points to him that we've seen so far.
That's
You're the night
speculation,
of the
though.
murder, Albert.
I didn't say what do you think. I said do you have any proof?
Okay, why don't we just let the man speak for himself?
Let's say, why don't we just let
'Cause
him wake up?
He's gonna be unconscious for a little while. Then we shove
we'll
like
wait.
4 potions.
No, I think it was one. Because I dipped the tip of one of my crossbow bolts, and that knocked him out. And then I believe Matthias gave him his potion to keep
At
him.
least I think it's good for like about 30-ish minutes, so we still have a little bit of time.
So we can
Not
wait.
like maybe a few minutes, yeah.
Dang, we dragged him for like 20 minutes.
He's a giant werewolf, and I'm thinking more like I would say like maybe 10 more minutes or so,
Okay.
because you're dragging this giant werewolf a good like some distance. So yeah, I would think like maybe 10-15 minutes to get back to Jessa's and Connor's house.
Okay.
Or, right? We could just
Sorry?
take him to the town hall. and we can wait for him to wake up there.
That's not fair.
That's a long
They
ways.
are
Right.
ready.
That's an
They
hour.
are ready.
Kill somebody, get away with murder, regardless.
You
of
don't
his
know if he murdered it. I'm not doing this now.
Like, someone was would you let a drunk driver off the hook for killing somebody?
What's that?
No, because he knew what he did.
You guys have drunk drivers here?
Right.
I-
Right.
Sorry,
Carriages
I
don't
broke
move that
the,
fast. So I don't think they're gonna do much damage if they're drunk.
Do we know how he
Unless the horses are getting drunk, then that
how
would
he
be weird.
became the werewolf?
Yes, he got bitten. If I remember Jessa saying that.
Right.
Let me scroll up. Hold on.
That's not his fault.
I think we should at least hear him out before we make a decision.
Yeah, to answer your question, the reason we shouldn't bring him to the town hall is because we already have knowledge that this town has it out for them. So they're not exactly going to be in the most like.
I agree.
Un-
Or him or
Unbiased.
the werewolf. Like, do they know who he is?
the mayor and let him decide.
Well, if we bring him back, they're gonna know, or they're gonna be very curious about who he is or what he is. And
We
maybe
don't
he'll
have
feel
to
more
answer
comfortable.
to civilians.
Maybe he'll feel more comfortable in his home.
Maybe
Wait, now we're concerned for his comfort?
Well, no, but don't want him to freak
mean,
out and turn
I'm
again.
concerned for his life, so I would say so. Yeah.
I'm sure he was concerned when he was devouring that young man.
I'm not gonna.
He
I'm
was
not gonna answer you
unaware.
until you provide me some proof.
I don't
It's
know.
true,
Why,
we
are you
don't-
in love with this werewolf or something? Jesus.
No, it's true though. We don't exactly have
name,
any
amen.
proof. We just know that he was devoured by an animal, but
What
that
did
could be-
What did the? Oh yeah, that's right. He didn't see the thing that attacked him.
he didn't.
Mm.
He from what Tekken had told us, or sorry, Jekken had told us,
It wasn't a regular wolf that killed him.
it could be, but
You don't know that.
Albert, there are also like owl bears, regular bears. There's dire wolves out here.
He said
There
It
are
could
owls.
be. It could be. Any of those creatures. We don't really.
I understand your
Have
guys'
that proof.
conjecture, but let's be like.
And
for real.
also, who's to say that his remains only got attacked by one animal? What if a wolf killed him and then he got gnawed on by an
Was-
owl bear and then a dire wolf decided to join the party?
That is a very diverse ecosystem.
She just
I would
said they're
move
all
out of
here in this
town
fucking city.
very quick.
Really? Why the fuck do people live here then?
I mean, they're within the fort. Like they're within the forest, and they're kind of by the mountains as well. So
Well, what about his wife? Should she have a say?
I don't know. Maybe
Jessa-
we should just do what
Jessa-
he said and tie it up.
as Jessa is listening to all of you guys argue, she would be like,
Yeah,
I would prefer if we wait until my husband wakes up before you accuse him of anything. I personally do not believe that he would harm them, but again, I would like
But
to
he's
hear what
harmed
he has.
people before. If that's why
Shush.
you left the town you were
Okay.
in.
I gotta get up real quick. My food's here.
Okay.
No one's accusing him
He-
this.
He didn't harm anybody. We were afraid that he was going to harm people because of his condition.
He was about
But-
to harm us.
No, he wasn't. We attacked him first. We didn't even let him speak or anything. This all boils down to you just not liking animals, doesn't it?
No. There's.
God.
It's like
Some beasts have
obvious
no
that
ability.
he was killed by a werewolf. It's blatantly obvious, even from his statements that he made before his death.
Before
All
his
he
death?
said was he heard a. All he
He heard a
said was he
howl.
heard a howl.
It wasn't a normal wolf.
There's 6 different
There's
goddamn
no
creatures in
way.
this goddamn forest. A
and they all
howl.
make sounds like wolves, right?
Why don't we just wait till he wakes up, get his side of the story, and then ultimately let's have then we'll figure something else out. Okay?
Very well.
We haven't slept. We've been up for practically all day, and probably haven't eaten. So let's just chill, eat some food, probably have some tea, and then we'll figure out after he wakes up.
I'm gonna turn to Jessa and ask if I could use her kitchen to cook.
Jessa, do you have any ale?
Oh no.
Just let this man cook.
Oh,
Jessa is like, sure, you're welcome to cook. I only have a little bit of food at the moment. I am due to go to the town pretty soon to get some more resources. But sure, you're welcome to use the kitchen.
we have most of our own stuff. It's okay.
Okay. Well, then yes,
We have
you're welcome to
jerky.
use the kitchen.
And berries.
Alan,
And
shut your fucking
nuts.
You're welcome to use the
What are
kitchen.
we gonna make with that?
In the meantime, everybody have some tea, and she hands everybody tea. Unfortunately, I have some ale, but it's not enough for everybody, unfortunately, here.
It's fine. With Albert around, I'm not gonna drink anyway. He's just gonna ruin the mood.
Wow.
Talia pipes up. Hey, Matthias, don't you have like a keg of ale or like
I've
I'm
got
the one who has
alcohol
it.
or something?
Yeah. I'm gonna crack open a bottle.
All right. I sip on my tea a little bit and also join Krim to. What can I help out with? What are you making?
Well, first, let's take a list of everything we have to use because
I think we already listed them.
Gallant's little attitude out there made me want to make something at least good.
You wanna
We
sit
have
with
we have
freedom.
jerky, berries, nuts,
I have some
and
apples, carrots, potatoes as well. And I
Oh.
think we have some leftover. Or did we use already the leftover meats from the hunt? Because so we
pretty
might
sure
have
we
had
used that
some.
the night before, yeah.
Did we? Okay. Well, I've got 12 apples, 10 carrots, and 8 potatoes. At the moment.
You have the spices, right?
Yeah, I have some spices as well.
We can make a vegetable curry.
Ooh.
That sounds
I don't
great.
know if I have curry, but oh, because of the apples, the sweetness.
Mhm.
All right, let's see what we can do. She takes. I take out all of the. I take out a few of the apples, the carrots, and the potatoes, and pull out our kind of like cauldron and skillets. Krim, you and I are going to roll. Hold on. We're going to do a cooking check, which is basically your intelligence, but you get +3 to your modifier for intelligence.
So
So
just
go ahead.
a +3.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll an intelligence check and then add 3 to it.
I gotta watch this.
Shit.
Cool, we're gonna die.
Hold on. Sorry. How do you add 3 on the app?
I don't know, but
Should
just roll. Just go
oh.
ahead and click. Go ahead and click intelligence, and then we'll just add 3 to it. Okay, so 12 and a 14. Okay. So together, Talia and Krim. Talia kind of mainly focuses on the on chopping up some things. Krim works on kind of putting mixing things together and stirring in the spices, and kind of each of them are taste testing and trying to like gauge gauge the taste and see if it it actually tastes good. You continue to cook this for a little bit while longer. Go ahead. We're gonna make one more cooking check, okay?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Die.
So that's a 12 for me.
We'll let him cook.
This is a modifier of +3, so I'm just gonna use it. Guess not. Never mind.
Why you lie? Oh no.
Do I need to give him inspiration or something?
You can.
We're gonna be stuck in the woods for a bit.
Sing a cooking tune.
So as they're cooking, Talia Talia cuts up as she's cutting up some things. She's talking with Krim, and Krim unfortunately is not paying attention and burns a little bit of the burns like the bottom of the stew pot. He kind of let it set there a little bit too long, and so now there's a little bit of burnt on the bottom and it's sticking at the bottom. Talia taste tests it. She's like, and she says, well, I mean, has a little bit of a burnt taste, but it's not horrible.
It's okay. We'll just give the burnt extra bits to
No,
who.
we're not.
I'll eat
No,
'em.
we're not. We're not gonna do that. Just try to scrape. Not scrape. Try to get some from the top for everybody, and it'll have to do. I
Take
think
the burnt
everybody's.
parts.
Why do you like the burnt? What? Why do you like burnt parts?
Let's not question it and let's just accept it.
Do you
I
guys
mean, it's
eat
all we
burnt
have,
stuff?
and I've eaten worse, so
What do you guys eat over there?
don't worry about it right now.
I fucked up, so I'll eat the burnt bits.
Okay, we'll split them then.
All right. So, Krim and Talia spoon or ladle this weird, interesting, sweet and savory vegetable stew, and hands it to everybody. Krim and Gallant get some of the burnt parts. I need both of you to roll a Constitution.
No way.
check.
What's gonna happen?
Take it. I'll take it. Above board at least.
Oh,
Okay.
it was like roll. It was like tipping over the one.
All right. Krim, you're not quite. I mean, even though you're a tiefling, you're not quite used to the burnt food, and it kind of is like a little bit not. It's not the best that you've ever made. You get just like slight gurgles in your stomach, but otherwise you manage to eat it fine. Gallant, you have been for some reason you are used to eating burnt food and or like not as good food from your past, and you down it with no problem. You have a very thick stomach for right now.
That's human
Everybody
excellence.
everybody else eats their stew. As everybody is eating their stew, you hear kind of like the creak of a door open in the hallway, and Connor steps into the hallway, kind of holding his head, and he's like, "Oh, what's going on? What happened? Who, Jessa? What's going on?" And Jessa kind of like sets her bowl down and runs up to him and gives him like a very big hug. Um, she's like,
I'm gonna
I'm so
stare at Albert, make sure he doesn't fucking open his goddamn mouth.
I'm so
I
glad
was
that you're
actually just about to.
I'm so glad that you're okay. Um, these people, this group managed to find you and cure you of cure you of the curse that we've been trying to figure out for the longest time. And he kind of like looks a little bit dazed and sees this hodgepodge of a party. Um he's like he just kind of stares at everybody for a moment, and you guys also just stare back. Um and there's an awkward silence amongst everybody.
I'll wave at him.
That was
Care for a
how
drink?
awkwardly wave.
Um he hears you, Matthias, and he's like, Yeah, sure. I'll take a drink." Um and he like you hold up your ale up to him, or you pour him his own kind of like glass and hand it to him. Um and he just kind of like not quite chugs it, but he drinks it very quickly because he has no idea what's happening right now. Like, Jessa, what is going on here? Can somebody explain to me what's going on?
I say Idella should be the one to explain, since she seems
Or
to be the
Jessa.
calmest.
I'm calm.
No, you're not.
Mm.
So I'd say, do you guys want to take Albert outside while I discuss what happened?
No, I want to
Yes.
I
Um,
don't trust you right now, considering
Prim,
you might just like start an uproar.
I'm not going to say anything.
I don't
I'll
believe
wait
you.
until your questioning's over.
Mm.
So you will not interrupt her no matter what she says.
Until the questioning is done, correct.
Talia also scoops a small bowl of the stew and also hands it to Connor. Um, and they kind of lead him over to kind of a sitting area as well, so that he can kind of eat and drink, as he probably hasn't had much lately either. So, um, Adela, I'm sorry, did not mean to interrupt. So,
Oh no, you're fine.
you all kind of sit around him, and Idella goes on to explain what happened. You're welcome to do that, or I can just fast forward.
Um. So what do you remember, Connor, from the past couple of days?
It's all a blur, honestly.
No.
Usually in my werewolf form, don't I don't remember things after I wake up. However, I do it is a little bit blurry. Um I do recall being in the forest, hunting some smaller animals. Um I tried to avoid I think I'm trying to remember. I u- I don't know what I've he's a little shaken up and a little bit confused, and he's trying to remember as much as possible, but um at the moment that's all he seems to remember. Jessica kind of like puts her arm around him and kind of like rubs his back a little bit. She says, "It's okay. Take your time. Maybe eat some more, and maybe things will come back to you." Um,
Do you?
Idella was,
Sorry.
sorry,
No, no.
Idella was the one who cured is the cleric who cured the curse. Connor looks at you, and he's kind of like with bright eyes, and he's like, "I am forever grateful. Thank you so much for curing this curse. We've been dealing with this for quite a while now, and it's been horrible, horrible for me, and I worry for for my wife here as well, and for people around us.
No, don't think anything of it. I'm happy I was able to help, and I wasn't alone helping, like, to get you to where you were. My companions also helped in order to like subdue you, so in order I could actually heal you. So you don't recall what's the past couple days since since the full moon has started?
Those are the main things, but it's very foggy. Um, I think I might have fought a couple of larger animals, especially over kind of like food for smaller animals as well.
Do you recall?
But I can't.
Sorry, keep going. My bad.
Sorry. But I can't recall like what exactly was around me. It's again very blurry. Um what I can remember is just kind of shadows of things.
Okay. So you don't do you have like a set path that you take since moving here? Do you tend to stay away from the village or do you just roam?
I can't quite remember what I did before. I think I can only I could never remember what my path was or what I did the past times that I did turn into a werewolf. I think just because this time I was kind of cured of it right away. Um I think that's the only reason why I am still able to somewhat remember what happened. But I do not remember anything um from past times when I transformed,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Okay. Um if so you can't recall any type of pathing that you've taken, and you don't recall anything from previous transformations. Okay. I look over to check-in to see if he has any questions, because I know he was the one that talked to the body. I'm purposely not mentioning about what happened the previous day to so I don't like set Connor off, like, because I don't want him to find out right now.
Okay.
Now, I do have a question. Just when you say bigger prey out there, how big are we talking?
Do you mean like bigger animals that I might have fought?
Yes, because
Mm,
you were pretty big as a.
think the only like there was one that was larger than me. There was a larger kind of figure
Hmm.
that I did fight against, if I can recall.
Wait,
But
did
I smirk her over at Albert.
Just
I don't
because
remember.
he
Did I
hasn't said
shapeshift?
anything, that doesn't mean anything.
Did I just hear somebody talk? Say they weren't going to talk?
No.
I was whispering over to Prim, not in conjecture with the questioning.
I got you. We are inside the hut, right?
Yeah, we're
yes,
inside
you
the
guys are
house.
inside the cabin. Yeah.
I think. What's his wife's name?
Jessa.
Jessa.
Jessa. Should we, explain why we're here in the first place? Besides helping, remove his werewolf.
Woof.
Sweetheart, these people are here because, you remember Tristan, right? He would come and often um, help us with things around here. Sometimes bring supplies as well. Um, Very sweet, and we would often trade him some medicine sometimes. And he's like, "Yes, I recall. Um, he's a good lad." Um, she's like, "Well, yesterday he was, or sorry, well, was it yesterday? Well,
We
he was
found
found.
in the morning.
Yeah, he was found. He was found dead this morning. Um, presumably, um, presumably torn and attacked by a large wild animal with claws, and um, they apparently the town seems to think that well, actually, I'm not quite sure. Um,
Ooh, actually, I have a question.
mhm.
Connor, when you transform back to your human self and during the day, correct?
Yes, usually the morning after a couple of full moons nights.
Okay. So like say that today you weren't human, or were you?
Um,
I'm just trying to make sure I'm clarifying.
yes, I unfortunately sometimes I tend to get lost. It takes me a while to get back um to the hut, and I sorry, to the hut, to the cabin, and I could not find my way for whatever reason today.
Where were you when this morning?
Um, I trying to recall here. I was off a ways. Like I would say like kind of almost west or northwest of the cabin here.
Northwest of the cabin. Okay.
No, sorry, not northwest. I'm bad with direction. I would say northeast.
That's still he wasn't okay. Cuz if I recall the village is south, correct?
The village is south. I um yes, the village is kind of like southeast. So,
Do you recall having any like uh blood on you that didn't smell gamey?
not that I recall.
Would you remember something like that?
Waking up, um, it's a little bit hard. It's a little bit hard to, um, tell kind of difference in blood when I'm a human, unfortunately. Um, so I don't think I could tell if there was a difference, but
Yeah, because he's a merchant. He won't be even a hunter. Okay. So you were northeast of town. Do you know how far northeast of the cabin? How far by time wise of an estimate?
um, I'm not quite sure. Again, I couldn't find it takes me a long time to even find where I am and try to figure out how to even get back to the cabin, but usually um I can manage to find the river and head back. At least from the river I can get back home. I was probably um let me see here. Do, 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 do. I gotta look at the map. if the map will load for me.
If I remember correctly, the clothes were shredded. I'm wondering if he would have anything in his teeth if he did kill the kid when he changed back.
He
Wait,
Mm-hmm.
would he smell the same as like his werewolf counterpart?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's
Because
fine.
we have the torn rag
Yeah.
from the bag where the attack happened. It's gonna have
Okay,
saliva
who's-
or
oh,
another
ooh.
scent on it.
Question.
yes.
And we could see if Brutus can pick if he smells similar. Because if
That's what I'm saying.
Nope.
Did you actually pick up the cloth, or did you just
We brought it with us to show you
okay.
guys, so I know like someone has to have
it's
it.
either Krim or Gallant who has it.
Okay.
The cloth? Wait, did we actually pick it up?
Yes, we came and we brought it to them.
Okay, so then I'm assuming Krim has it then.
Okay. So yeah, you definitely have it.
Well, that's how we found him in the first place. Out there.
Yeah, we yeah.
I didn't think we'd actually take it. Ugh, gross.
You just ate burnt soup, and that's where you draw the line.
Well, it's different between touching a corpse.
No, the cloth in
It's
the
not a
forest.
corpse; it's a cloth rag.
That was in the
Which came
forest.
from the corpse.
No, it didn't. It came from where the attack was originally, and it wasn't even covered in blood.
I don't trust it, man. I'm just being safe.
Eats burnt
Well-
food,
Well, if
doesn't
it
touch.
wasn't
Doesn't.
covered in blood,
He-
it's possible that it didn't have the sense, like, get on it. Yeah.
He was
I think it's
kind
a
of
good
close. So if we look at the map, I would say us to the map really quick. I would say he was probably like right about here. Their home is like right here. It takes a little while to get from here to the town or here to Jess's house.
And
Because it did take us a while to actually like hike from
Where was the body found again?
the body was found on the shore.
right here.
On the shore? Yeah.
But the attack happened in the forest.
Attack happened in the forest right about here. Can you see all my little marking
Yeah,
dots?
yeah, we can see.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, let's see. That
So-
would still be an hour
Yeah, I mean, does he
Over
know
an
what time
hour.
he came to his senses? You can ask him that.
in the
I'm
morning.
not supposed to be giving you guys conjecture until you're done with your questioning, but I mean,
Well, he says it was in the morning. He turns back into it.
Yeah, but I feel like saliva is gonna taste the same regardless. Not taste, sorry. It's gonna smell the
Jesus.
same regardless of transforming or not.
Well, do
Look.
we want to
I think we should use the rag to try to identify the scent on it. If the werewolf guy's scent's not on that rag, that would conclude that he's probably not the guy who attacked him. But if
I think
it
the
is,
safest bet is to do that
then
because he
it's
just
not
said he faced something bigger than himself
so
out there.
so that it could be a bigger animal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, well,
And seeing for judging how torn up the young lad was.
all I'm going to say is that I suggested doing that earlier, and you guys refused to smell the rag. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, first of all, shut up. Anyway,
What can
I say we
Brutus
ha-
just sniff it-
I say
do
we
the
have
sniffing?
Brutus do it. Yeah.
yeah, because
He-
Brutus was the one that smelt the scrap of
Well,
material.
Matthews is the guy that Matthews identified it. You know, at the werewolf smell at
Yeah,
the
I could
house.
break out my sniffer as well, but
Well, do we? How about Brutus and Matthias both smell it, and see where they go. Does that make sense? If they go immediately to Connor, then we have our answer. If they don't and like go like around it, because if Connor fought a bigger animal, he could have fought the animal. Say one more time.
The scent of that animal could still be remaining on him.
Yeah.
But with Matthias being able to differentiate the smells, he should be able to tell us correctly. Because he is, he can speak and stuff. Yeah.
Are you really judging an animal right now in this fucking scenario?
Oh my goodness! I'm just saying he can give us clearer definitions.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Hey, let's do this. Let's do this plan.
Okay.
All right. So what is happening? What's going on?
So Matthias is going to turn into, I don't know, whatever animal. I don't know if it's going to be a dog.
Dog I was before, I guess.
Okay. And then, so we're going to have Matthias is willing to turn. I'm going to have Brutus smell the rag or cloth that Krim has. And we're going to see if it's the same, or if it's actually coming from Connor, or if it's just a scent added on to Connor. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. What do we roll?
All right. Well, so Matthias, I'm assuming. So Matthias turns. You all watch as Matthias kind of shapeshifts into, hound dog. Yeah, some sort of hound dog.
Nothing but a hound dog.
Ain't nothing but a hound dog. He shapeshifts into this hound dog with very long ears and a big nose. And he goes up. Krim kind of puts the rag in his hand and he sniffs. He sniffs the rag. Matthias, go ahead and roll. What are you rolling? Hold on. I'm bringing us back to the home. I need you to roll an investigation check for me.
All right, hold on.
Alrighty.
Investigation is
Just
Intelligence.
Matthias.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just Matthias. All right. So, with your hound dog nose, you do pick up multiple scents. You do smell. You smell Tristan's. You do smell some of Connor's. But you do smell one other creature.
Woof.
Woof.
Give me one more second. You know what? For shits and giggles, roll one more investigation check.
That's the goal.
All right.
Sherlock Holmes over here.
You do recognize the scent, as you have seen and have transformed into this yourself. It is the scent of an owl bear.
Woof.
So how did
Okay, so I'll
Connor's
transform back and
So,
tell them.
okay. So again, Matthias sparks in his hound form, and all of a sudden, like slowly, like kind of transforms back into his dwarven form. Everybody is still not quite used to like him transforming back. Again, he also transforms with his clothes back on because magic.
Magic, that's years of practice, baby.
Exactly. There we go.
Years of practice.
What did you find, Matthias?
So there's a fucking owlbear out there.
Fuck.
I smelled, did have the scent of Tristan and Connor, but also a definite owlbear.
Well, that's terrifying.
That would explain the bigger thing.
In the same place.
What's that?
Now we have all 3 scents in the same place. That's kind of interesting.
Hold on. What are you getting at?
I'm just like now. We still don't know because
Exactly
that
what happened.
Rag has the sense of both Connor and the owlbear.
That is true.
If Connor wasn't there, then his scent shouldn't be on the Rag.
But he said that he fought an animal bigger than him. So for all we know, they were fighting. This is just.
Did you not just say if he fought the animal scent is gonna be on him? So therefore, the rag did lead us to him because the animal scent is still on him as well.
But his scent is on the Rag.
So okay.
When you bite something, do you not get the scent of the thing you bought in your mouth?
You what?
What, dude? Connor's scent is on the Rag. If he never was part of the situation of him being attacked, his scent should not be on the Rag.
Okay. So
Okay,
what
okay,
if-
hear me
what
out. Hear me out. You bite a piece of garlic. What does your breath smell like?
Garlic.
An owlbear bites a werewolf. What is the owlbear's breath gonna smell like?
Dude, really?
I feel like you're purposely not seeing my point.
I don't. No. I just.
Yeah, the possibility is that Connor, as werewolf form, fought the owlbear, and then later the owlbear killed.
What was
killed
your
Tristan.
theory? I couldn't hear you.
Connor / werewolf fought the owlbear, and then later on the owlbear kills Tristan, or potentially werewolf even
what
tried
I'm
to
saying
stop
is
the
that
attack.
if say Connor fought the owlbear and they went their separate ways with neither one of them the winner or loser, right? The owlbear stumbles upon Tristan and takes him out. How did that cloth get Connor's scent on it?
because
is it a-
And
Owlbear
having
still
him
had Connor's scent
bite
on it.
the wolf and then bite the owlbear, like for one, saliva is like digestive, right? The saliva is not going to have the same scent as Matthew should be able to differentiate in intensity, right, on the smells depending on that much. So why
Theoretically,
don't
yes.
you, Matthias, like, come on, give us more, like, what would you say? Would it be? Do you think it's the scent of the saliva? Would you say that's reasonable, or would you say that that's kind of outlandish, based on the smells that you smelled?
While this is happening, not Tristan, Connor and Jessa just kind of like watch you guys because they're listening to this whole conversation too. They just look at you guys and wonder.
Look,
Sorry, that was
my point. My point is, the rag just now. Did it say that there was another creature out there or not?
Yes.
Okay. Then we have no proof exactly of who did what.
True.
We're also not the law keepers of this land. Like,
Exactly, which is why we should let them. Like, they should be the ones doing this.
but also, my point of view, the werewolf is essentially dead at this point.
No, he's
anyway.
not.
Yes.
yeah.
There's no more
I mean,
werewolf.
No, he's not.
He's cured.
we have no proof that he actually did it. We just have a scent
So
that's
you guys want
along
to
with an
forego
owlbear.
justice. You want to forego the system of justice so that we can keep him safe.
We don't even know if we're okay.
Which is why we should turn him over to the authorities.
Who has okay? So Matthias, you've seen owlbear attacks, correct?
Or
yeah.
if Matthias can prove the scent was, like I said before.
Matthias was drunk and he wasn't there. I just realized.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was gonna ask him like, do you recall what the
Yeah, Matthias wasn't there.
Why don't we
for-
take
for
Matthias
the
to
event.
the scene? The scene, and if there's no scent on the scene in that area of Connor, then that proves that he wasn't there. If it's only the
Or
owlbear and
Connor,
Tristan,
Jessa, would you two be willing to go turn yourselves in and help with the investigation?
They look at each other. We like. We would like to. It would be good to know if, because honestly, Connor says I don't know what happened. And if it was my fault, then I would need to pay the consequences. Jessa kind of looks at him sadly and kind of like pats him on the back, and she says, if he was at fault for this, I understand that he would need to pay the punishment for this. And Connor nods as well. But it has to be definite proof. I will not turn myself in for something that I potentially might have done. I need to know that it was in fact me, but
All right.
I myself do not know.
I say let's go owlbear hunting.
I say first we should check the place where we found Tristan's body really
Yeah,
quick.
maybe the owlbear's
and
there.
just see if Tristan or if Connor's scent is there.
well, his
If it is, then it shows that he was there.
well,
if he wasn't there, then he couldn't have killed him.
if anything, it should be where the body wasn't found, where the rag was found, because the body was on was on the shore.
I haven't been there yet, too.
The body washed up on shore?
The body was at the shore of the lake, and it was dragged because Gallant and Krim followed basically reverse of from where the body was found, so they went backwards.
So,
So
was
that-
the body
so-
dragged
so-
out of the forest by
so-
something?
Or
was
yes, that's how it was.
okay?
so
all we
it
need
would-
to do
it
is
would make
find what dragged him up. Like the thing that dragged him to the beach is probably the thing that killed him. And I'd say that's proof enough for me.
So
Makes
we're
sense
hunting
to
an
me.
owlbear.
Possibly. I guess we'll see what happens.
From what it sounds like, because typically bears tend to drag their prey, but it's whatever.
Black
Who?
bear.
All right.
Battlestar. Galactica.
shut up.
Connor and Jessa get up as well, and they're like, we will join you as well. Again, if his scent is there, then is the only scent at Tristan's body's area, then we have our answer. But if it's not, then, and again, we do have our answer, but we need to, it seems that is something that we need to know. Okay, so all of you guys, kind of after you drink up and eat the rest of your food, you guys, the whole party,
Oh my
including
God.
Jessa and Connor, make the long trek back to, or longer trek back to into town. And by the way, it is like the dead of night right now.
Perfect.
I would say.
Perfect.
So
There's
it's
nobody
very
around.
hard it's very hard for people for the humans to see, but the tieflings give off a little bit of light as well as has dark vision, um, and Talia kind of conjures her uses conjure flame and puts a couple of flame like puts a flame in her right hand and kind of leads the way down the path.
No, I guess I can conjure light, huh?
Mm-hmm. You could if you want. So,
Oh wait, no, I can't. Wait, hold on. Yeah, no, I can't. That's supposed to blind somebody. We are not doing that.
it has potential to blind somebody. Yes.
Let's not do that.
I can do conjure light.
Do a little bit of conversing amongst yourselves as I do a thing really quick. Like sorry, like amongst the party is what I mean.
Oh, okay. Conjure light if your hand. Well, I
How you
know.
doing, gallant?
It has a chance to blind people.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't feel like being blinded. But I know I'm holding Brutus, so he's leading me.
Is the day
Okay.
almost over?
No, this is the dead of the night. I would say at this point it's like midnight.
The day is over.
The day has been over.
The day was over.
The
before we...
full moon is still out. And again, because Tristan is cured, he is still in his human form.
Because
so.
Connor is cured.
That's what I mean. I keep
Tristan's
getting them
dead.
mixed up. Thank you. Yep.
So Connor, what's it like seeing a full moon?
It's been a very, very long time, and it feels very, very nice. Again, I very much appreciate you, you helping me turn back to human. Although I do recall that, like, Bark?
Brutus?
Bork?
Brutus, calm down.
What is it, boy?
Little Timmy fell in the well.
Owlbear?
Random encounter?
What was I gonna say? I don't remember what I was
Connor
gonna
was
say.
thanking us for help.
Oh yes, I do. That said, I do vaguely have like the blurred memory of just kind of being on my own, and then all of a sudden getting attacked by multiple things.
Oh man,
That sounds
Was that-
crazy. Whatever could that be?
Was that wasn't you guys, was it?
no, definitely
A whole
not.
pack of owlbears.
Oh, yeah.
He looks at you all just kind of like,
Well, if there are that many owlbears, you might need to help us fight these ones. Yeah, this would be a great tale.
You're already working on music for it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, because like we are outside of town. An hour. Oh my god.
Talia just kind of hums to herself as they walk along the path. Just still quietly, but like just enough for like the party to like at least hear a little bit. As they walk for like about another a little while longer, and they get to the river. Everybody make a acrobatics check.
Yay! Balls! Oh wait, no, we're good. I didn't
18.
see.
Let's go.
Okay.
Acrobatics is what Dex,
Can I
so
do athletics instead?
No. Oh.
Oh, you have. Why do you have your? Okay, I'll give you that advantage. All right, so everybody manages to kind of like hop across the rocks. Even in the like the moonlight is very much helping you. It's like um you're able to see the rocks a little bit more clearly, and also the water a little bit better um than if it was like pitch black out. Plus you have the conjure light from did you conjure light? I forget if you
No.
did, Gallant. Okay. Um uh you at least have some light from Krim and from Talia as well. Um Matthias, unfortunately, your footing. Oh, I'm missing one more, Jekin. Can you roll
Yes.
an acrobatics check, please?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you just kind of like you do slip a little bit on one of the rocks and you just get like your foot wet.
Ah.
Matthias, you kind of like are jumping across, and there's just one area where it's just a little too far for you to jump, and you go to jump and you just completely land in the water, and you're just kind of like waist up in water.
God damn my short legs.
Talia chuckles a little bit to herself. Um, if you come over, Krim and I can heat you up at least a little bit.
Splish splosh.
Splish, splash.
Everybody makes it to the other side of the river pretty well without getting too wet. Um, Tristan, or God dang it, not Tristan. Connor and Jessa have a little bit of a hard time, but they manage to get across without getting too wet. They maybe get their feet wet a little bit. Once Matthias gets to the other side, Talia kind of uses both of her hands to conjure flame and kind of put it near um, actually, what she does is she creates her fire familiar, the little fox from before, um to appear and kind of walk around Matthias's legs. And Matthias, you don't get burned by any of the flame, but you notice that there is like some warmth coming from this fox, and you feel your legs warming up from the
Yes, little
from
fox,
being
dry
wet.
me off.
It just it kind of nods at you and just continues to kind of walk around your legs to make you dry. Um Almost done with my thing. Continue conversing just a little bit longer. I'm almost done.
Man.
I think we're just so tired from the day.
Makes sense.
Well,
It's been a very
at
long
least
day.
we're about to find out whether or not he's innocent.
I will shove you in the river.
Why?
Grim, tell me why touching a corpse is better than eating burnt food.
I didn't say touching a corpse. The rag wasn't on the corpse.
It was pretty close.
It was in the
No, it
forest.
wasn't. It was in the forest. No, the corpse was in town.
Right.
So nowhere near.
Okay, still though.
Well, I mean, if the body was dragged, it could have been at one point, on the body or near the body. But anyway.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say.
Gallant, think about right now who's on your side.
Who is?
I mean, to be
We're
fair,
all on the same side, people.
What the frick? Hold on. I realized I spelled something
But-
completely wrong.
I do seek justice wholeheartedly.
And that's fair. I would think that
And
We
just
w-
so you know,
I-
I'm not for punishing innocent people either. So
Well, we don't know if he's innocent. Well, we guess we do now, but
well,
you're looking to punish him before we
Ye-
even knew he was innocent.
we don't
no, I
know.
wanted to make sure we found out.
Well,
But-
we will find out, and you know what? He is willing to accept the consequences if it was in fact him. So, I think
Yeah, we're all
It's-
good.
yes, I think we're all finally on the same page. Do, 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 do.
Man, if only
Um,
this world had the court system.
we do have laws, but
Yeah, I mean,
But no courts?
we're just for some
uh,
reason
uh,
taking matters into our own hand.
well, we're
We're
fighting.
doing all the police work.
Yeah, and all I'm saying is, if we were to like just forego all of this and say, you know, I'd say like letting him go wouldn't be the right thing to do either. If we aren't gonna do all the
Yeah, that's why I wanted to give him the chance to turn himself over if there's a
Yep.
chance he was responsible. It seems like he's cooperating, so we don't have to keep arguing.
Surely we can appoint a lawyer to this man.
I volunteer.
Oh God, we'll be here for weeks.
all right.
We
As
won't be.
you guys all continue walking, you come up to kind of the edge of town. There's a few candle lights and kind of like lamps in a way, so that you can kind of see that there's still like a couple of folks up, but like they're night owls, and they're not planning to come out. But you guys slowly make your way into town and kind of along the lake that's there. You arrive at the scene of the crime, and
Matthews, do your magic.
Shapeshift, sniff, sniff.
again, you see Matthias turn into this hound dog again, with the long nose and the long ears. And he sniffs the ground a little bit. There's still kind of a little bit of like dried up pool of blood that's by the that's kind of on the shore of the lake. He sniffs around and sniffs a little bit towards the forest area where the other where the dragging part was too. Matthias, go ahead and roll an investigation check for me. Okay. It's the scent has kind of faded. It's faded quite a bit, but you don't smell Connor's scent at all. You like it's a little bit tricky to because it's been a full day since the scent has since you guys have visited this place, and actually, well, yeah, about a full day. So it's a little bit harder to get the scent, but you don't smell Tristan's scent like at all.
Connor, you mean?
That's what I mean. I am bad with names, apparently.
Now, do I smell Tristan?
You do smell Tristan. You do smell Tristan. You don't smell Connor.
No, Connor.
Can I keep
And is
sniffing
that
around? Do I
because
smell
he
the
failed
owlbear?
the investigation check, or is that
Okay,
because
that's
it's
too
actually
meta.
not there?
You got to rely on the info I give you.
That's true.
Yes. Yeah.
That's true.
Let's see. For shits and giggles, roll one more investigation check. Okay. You go over to like where the dried blood was, and kind of like sniff that area where the body was actually found, and you sniff a little bit harder, and again, again, you don't smell any scent of Connor, but you do smell a little bit of the owlbear.
All right.
Oh.
Well, I guess we have our culprit.
We don't
You
know
ha-
that yet.
He didn't. Okay. I thought
he needs to transform back. All right.
Albert's
transform
metagaming.
I'm sorry. Get ahead
No.
of
No,
myself.
you're fine.
Yes, be careful of metagaming, friends. All right, Matthias transforms back into his dwarven form and walks back over to the group. Talia says, well, what did you figure out?
Absolutely no scent of Connor, but I do smell right over here where the blood was found. Definitely Tristan's blood and owlbear scent as well. I don't know why I didn't start here first, but
You were drunk.
once I got here, I figured it out.
This
Everyone
could-
looks at Albius.
Albius?
Albius.
Yes.
Albius. Also, you all see kind of like Connor and Jessa just kind of like relax a little bit and kind of like sigh from relief, as they were a little nervous about like thinking that maybe he did actually have had a part in Tristan's murder. She's like, Jessa says, "Oh, thank the gods. Thank the gods. It wasn't your fault." What are you doing over there? My own little Brutus is just trying, is in corners and just trying to sit in corners, and I'm just like, what are you doing, dog? I'm sorry. So let's see. I'm sorry. I got distracted. What were we doing?
The couple just sighed in relief after hearing Matthias saying that he didn't smell Connor's scent. He's only
Thank
smelled
you.
Tristan and some owlbear.
Thank you. Okay, so
Now there is still an owlbear out there. We should be careful.
so you're telling me that if we had only had Matthias here from the start, we could have figured this all out way before this.
Well, somebody wanted to do a drinking game the night before.
It wasn't me.
Brutus could have been capable.
We haven't encountered many owlbears.
No. Fair enough.
Many.
Well, it seems that we have our answer.
So, are we going to be taking down this owlbear tonight, or are we going to get some rest and figure out what we're going to do tomorrow morning?
Fucking sleep. I'm going to sleep. I don't care what you guys do.
Can we? Okay, wait. I'm sure Connor and Jessa would like to be accompanied back to their cabin with an owlbear possibly around.
Or
Yes, that would be
question,
smart.
do we still have rooms at the tavern?
No,
mean,
because
anybody else
remember
can
we all had to room together because they only had like 3 rooms. I mean,
Sick.
we could room together, but
Sounds
like
like
they
we're
could.
due
room at
for
the end.
some compensation.
Or how about why don't we just go back? Oh man, I don't know. Either way, Gallon and I need to get Raymond. So
Where?
he's been chilling. Shut up. He's been chilling at the tavern all day.
He's got water. Nah, that's fair.
Where does the party want to go? I don't care either way. But I don't think we should let Jessa and Connor walk back alone.
It is very late at night, but we don't really have too many friends here, unfortunately, and it seems like the inn that you guys are staying at is pretty full, so she looks at Connor and um she's a little slightly concerned because it is the middle of the night and it was a long walk back here, walk to get here, and now they're going to be walking back up to their home, which is another like hour or so. She's like not quite sure what we should do. What it
Can we just set up camp around here somewhere?
I mean, we could we
Might
could
Might not be safe, but
yeah, we could set up camp. What?
Beachside camp.
let's go.
I mean,
Break
why?
out the river boats.
I mean, we could camp out here and see if an owlbear does decide that we are a tasty meal.
Yeah, we'll be okay. I don't think it'll come back. Like right
you
now.
sound so confident about
Of
that.
course.
I certainly am not very tasty after the dinner we just had.
You know, I would
What is it?
love.
Hmm.
I would love to see you cook something for a change.
I'm not complaining.
I turn to Connor and Jessa and basically offer them to stay with us because I personally don't want them to walk back by themselves.
Would they have to are we gonna let them stay at the inn with and just have them
Well, we don't have rooms at the inn still, correct?
correct. It would be a very tight fit. Somebody might have to sleep on the floor if that's a possibility. Like if that's something that somebody wants to do. Or like you said, we could set up camp and risk an owlbear.
Wait, let's go to the tavern real quick and see if they have any space.
Okay. You guys make your way back to the tavern that you guys were at. The shopkeep.
Dahlia, if I remember.
Thank you, Dahlia. Thank you. Thank you, my secretary. Dahlia is up. She does look a little bit tired, but she's awake and she's kind of like at the front desk area. And she looks up and she's like, "Oh, you guys are out pretty late."
Yeah. Do you have any rooms still?
Unfortunately, we're all sold out. You received the last rooms. Let me see. I think unfortunately they're still all full.
Okay. So
Nobody really left.
So our rooms are non-existent still, or non-existent now, correct?
Your rooms are. Your rooms are still.
So we still have room.
Yeah, you still have
Okay,
rooms.
that's all I need to know. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you, Dahlia. We're gonna go to bed now.
Sounds good.
Okay,
What was our rooming situation? I know we had
give me 1 second.
two or
Let
three.
me scroll up. Hold on.
So it was me, Idella, and Krim, I believe, in one room. And then
Well, because
Actually, hey, wait a minute. Did I ever get my gold for winning that goddamn competition?
Yeah.
you did.
you did.
Okay, I'm not really sure because y'all passed out and I wasn't sure.
Paid you for sure.
What competition?
Okay, so the rooms were Albert,
Exactly.
Gallant, and Jekken. And then the other room 2 was Idella, Talia, and Brutus. Third room was Krim, Beheld, and Matthias.
And Krim decided that he didn't want to be
Yeah.
in that room, at least at that time.
Yeah, so but at
Um,
the end of the night he stayed with us. So why don't we
Yes.
give the couple one of the rooms so they
Yeah,
have
since
their own?
that just means I need to find a new room.
Is there
Since,
is there any vacancies at all or no?
No,
no vacancies.
it's
so
our rooms are still available to us, but the rest of the rooms are sold out.
So why
Mm.
doesn't Matthias go with either he can sleep with either us or the other guys, and they can have that room.
yeah, I'll shapeshift back into the dog and cuddle up with Brutus.
Sounds good.
Okay, so room 1 will be Gallant, Jekken, Albert, and that's it.
Yeah. Yes. And then in our room it will be you, me, Krim, and Matthias and Brutus. And Ember.
What about the couple?
They get
The
their
couple
own
is
room.
gonna be
The
in their own room.
Yeah, the room that I was in with.
Both of them look very, very tired at all of you, and they smile, but they smile kindly and warmly and say, "Thank you so much for all that you have done. We hope to tomorrow remind us to repay you somehow. We don't have much, but I'm sure we can do something at least."
Well, let's worry about that tomorrow. Why don't you guys go get some rest?
They nod and go into the room and close the door behind them. Everybody else goes to their rooms and just knocks the fuck out. How about, I think that is a good place for us to take a break.
Okay.
So let's go on a BRB and everybody go to the bathroom, get a refill on
So
snacks.
real quick.
Stop.
What? We're live. I don't know what you
No.
said, but we're live now.
Oh, jeez. All right, we are back. What does the party want to do? I would say that like you guys sleep for good hours.
Hours.
For a good
Good-
hours.
Good job, me. I can speak. So everything, all of your things reset. Not that they weren't. Well, actually, yeah, all of your things reset. I don't think we used them last time or used the counters last time. So, any like your restoration spell comes back. I would consider this a long rest because you guys are actually like sleeping. The next morning, you guys wake up. What would you guys like to do?
I will wait for everyone outside of the tavern.
Okay.
I will do the same.
I walk out munching on an apple. You guys want an apple?
I'll take
Where'd you get an
one.
apple from?
I had some apples. I have like maybe 8 left.
I would like one apple, please.
Okay.
I'm
She
sorry. Go.
she goes into her bag and tosses you guys apples.
Nom nom.
Nom, 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 nom.
I'm gonna go check on Connor and Jessa, see if they're awake.
Okay. All right.
Wait,
They're both dead.
shut up.
I'm gonna grab an apple and take it to Raymond.
Um
Why are you
Yeah.
handing me another apple?
Ah,
The horse.
shut up. Okay,
stop
so
meta joking.
wait, so who all wanted an apple again? I'm eating one. Matthias, Jekin, Albert, did you want it? Don't want one too, and Gallant?
Yes.
Apples are a bit too sweet.
Okay.
Just like you.
Just want that burnt soup, huh?
All right. All right. You go take an apple to Matthias. You go take an apple to the horse, and he eats it happily. He does have a water trough in front of him too, so he has been able to get some water. And there's a little bit of grass that you notice has been munched on a little bit as well. So he
Yo,
is
Raymond, you pay
fine.
for that grass?
I hate it here.
It'll grow back.
Um. Do, 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 do.
Oh, excuse me.
Do, 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 do.
Cram, are
Sorry.
you with everyone out in front?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So Idella goes to check up on Connor and Jessa. You knock on the door, and they answer, "We'll be out in just a moment.
Take your
We're
time.
awake."
We'll be out in the front.
They were
Sounds
dead.
good. Shut up.
Albert?
What did you say?
After a few minutes, Idella walks out with Brutus, and a few minutes later, Connor and Jessa also come back out.
Their hair's all disheveled.
No. No, I'm not gonna do that. No. They come out, and Jessa says, thank you so much for letting us use one of your rooms to stay in for the night. We it wouldn't have been would have been a little dangerous for us to travel in the dead of night, so we appreciate it. Um, if um, what would you guys like to do now?
I think we should
Are
let.
we gonna hunt down that owlbear, or are we gonna let it be?
Do we want
Are we,
to?
we should at least tell the town that it was an owlbear.
I was about to say we can at least tell the town that there was an owl bear and it wasn't the couple.
I mean, we do have to head north anyway, so kind of if it's on our way, we should try to take it out, probably. I mean, but if there's probably more than one owlbear in those woods, and we can't just waste all our time hunting owlbears.
We only have evidence of one. We just kind of.
Yeah, I agree. I think we should at least let the town know that there is an owl bear about, and maybe for them to be wary. I'm sure that they would be able to um, at least be aware of it. And if we happen to run into an owl bear, then we can deal with that. But I think it would be good for. I don't think they need to necessarily know about um
Connor used to be
Connor
a
and
werewolf.
yeah, Connor and Jessa, because like they didn't know that beforehand.
I agree.
So I don't think they necessarily need to know that. In fact, we can even say that they helped us, and maybe that is and maybe that'll get into the town's good graces and um, have them be a little bit more welcomed into into the town.
I think that'd actually be a good
Any
deal.
objections?
No, I agree. We should do it.
I agree somewhat.
Somewhat. Well, how?
Somewhat.
I don't know.
Somewhat.
Wait, what are we doing?
People are weird. Even if they have physical evidence in front of them explaining that a certain thing's a certain situation, they'll
Well, no,
they'll find their own ways to make assumptions.
Well, of course, but at least we can plant the seed of hopefully there will
So
be a
nobody else
better
knows about
relationship.
Connor. No one else knows Connor's affliction besides us, so
Right.
we can agree to not share.
We don't
that
have.
since we know it wasn't him.
No longer a
and we know
werewolf.
he's
We can
cured.
tell the guy. We don't have to tell them anything about him. We just
Oh,
tell
okay.
them.
Albert's agreeing with that. All right, I'm all good.
Sick.
Okay. All right. Cool. So, you guys all head into town, and you recall that there is kind of a town leader. You don't quite know where he is.
I'm gonna go ask Dahlia.
So that's fair. That is fair. You ask Dahlia about Igor, the town, the kind of the town head, and she says, "Oh yes, he's probably in the there's the main square, and there is a I'm trying to think. He has a house in the he has a God, I can't speak. I'm so sorry.
Churchill.
He he has a his home is in like pretty much in the town square. So it shouldn't be too hard for you to find him there.
Okay, thank you. We are planning on leaving, so our room should be available for you to if somebody needs it.
Okay, thank you so much. You sounds good. Do you know when you will be leaving like will you be back, I should say, before you leave?
I don't believe so. I think we're gonna be heading out as soon as we talk to the town's head. Let me double check though. I scream outside, "Hey, are we leaving after this?"
I mean, I think so.
Okay.
I have all my things.
No, we used to have to go all that stuff that we got like appraised and sold and stuff.
So do you not have it on you?
We do have it on us.
Okay, I'm just asking if we're leaving, if we need the room still.
Oh no, we're good.
Okay, cool. No, we don't need the rooms.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for staying with us, and good luck on your travels.
Thank you so much.
You head out, and then the party then heads to along with Connor and Jessa, head to the main town square. It's starting to get a little bit more busy and during the day, and there's people setting up their shops and stuff. You get to the town square, and you see kind of like one of the main houses there, and um, you just see Igor just kind of like talking to someone in front of his house. And it looks like there was a ranger who also was somewhat investigating the thing. And as you guys approach him, he turns, as well as the ranger, and he says, "Oh, hello, hello again. Um, were you able to assist the Lundar family yesterday?"
We were, yes, actually we did, and we figured out what happened to Tristan.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, after the entire day, we we concluded that he was attacked by an owl bear, and we're suspecting there's one close by, and we are stopping by to warn you to be careful.
That is quite concerning. There are owl bears. We have had owl bear sightings, but no one has attacked. One hasn't attacked us before, so that's a little concerning. We shall make sure to keep an eye out. Also, do you have any proof, by chance,
Proof? Well,
that it wasn't?
sorry.
I'm the proof.
I just see Matthews just waving. Hi.
Hi. He looks.
I smelled the owl
looks,
bear.
He
Smelled
looks.
like shit.
He looks down at this dwarf who's just kind of like waving, and he just kind of like looks a little confused, because like, so a dwarf was able to smell an owl bear somehow.
I understand the confusion.
The dwarf
Let
is
me
a druid.
demonstrate. I would like to transform back into that dog and sniff the dude and tell him what he ate for breakfast.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. You changed into your hound form again, and go ahead and make an investigation check. All right. He's a little surprised at you changing into a dog. And you walk up to him and you kind of like sniff him. He smells like pancakes. That's all you get. Pancakes and eggs, I should say. You shift back into your dwarven form again. What did Igor is like, well, what did I eat for breakfast, I guess.
you shit. Pancakes, eggs, maybe. And
He gives kind of like a like a
Also-
kind of surprised look. Sorry, go on.
did we have any more physical? The rag or something? We still have that? Somebody still have it?
I think Krim still has the rag.
I believe so. Yes.
So
But this
You present him with the rag.
we found
say
this.
that
We
was
found the
found.
scene of the crime, and we also I'm familiar enough with owlbears to know for a fact that that was also at the scene of the crime.
All right. Matthias, go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage. So roll twice, basically.
for real.
Wow.
Dang, you got a 6 both times? Is
That's
that
kind of
what
impressive.
happened there?
Dude, that's what it looks
I
Okay.
like.
guess.
All
It
right.
didn't physically roll 2 times, but it showed up on the thing 2 times, and I clicked twice.
I will allow you to roll one more time.
Whoops, that's the wrong one.
I'll say bless.
All right. So, so he does look a little impressed, a little bit surprised because like you turn like it's not every day that people see a humanoid turn into an animal. So he he kind of looks at you and he's like, well, I will I'll have to let the townsfolk know to be aware and probably take some precautions as to not go out at night. Um, and if they are out at night, make sure to be armed and not and possibly and not go
alone.
by themselves. Thank you for your work. Um, though we
I
didn't
accept
ask.
payment in the form of ale.
That is fine. If you ask Dahlia at the tavern, she will give you a cask of ale.
We're really gonna go back to the tavern just to pick up some ale.
Shit, I'm already on my way.
Exactly, bro.
uh,
All right, Matthias kind of like he's like basically like bet, and he turns around and he walks he kind of like hurriedly and happily walks back to the tavern to get ale. So he's like, I know it's not much, but I can at least give you some coin for this finding. Let's see. How many are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd say it's not it's not much, but he gives you 50 gold pieces each. And Talia says, "Thank you." Also, we had a little bit of help with from Jessa and Connor, who live on the outskirts of town. They've been a huge help, and they allowed us to kind of give us some information about things, and they were just very good support to us. That's all I got.
well, she helped us
wasn't
with a
for them, we
potion.
wouldn't have been able to pinpoint the owlbear.
True. And they helped us with stocking for like potions and stuff if we needed it.
Granted,
we
he
would
was
be-
a suspect at first, but you know.
Shut up. Idella like elbows Albert in the side. Just shut up.
And he's like, well, thank you very much for helping our town figure out what happened with young Tristan. Connor says, of course, he was a bright young man, and he helped us as often as he could. He was very kind. So it's the least we could do. Iger kind of like nods to all of you and kind of goes back to talking with the ranger. Jessa, you guys start to walk away, and Jessa and Connor say, if you would like to stop at our place one more time, I could, as compensation, at least on our end, I can provide you with some different potions.
Compensation.
Or
I thought you were with him with the ale.
I mean,
We'll stop by, Jessa, just to check you, to make sure you guys are okay. And yeah, that'd be great,
It is
actually.
on the way.
So you so Matthew, you see Matthias holding a decent keg of ale, like he just has his arms wrapped around it and kind of like hugging it, coming out of the tavern, he just looks very, very happy. Let's see. You Idella, you go get Raymond, and all of you start to travel back again to Jessa and Connor's
Yeah,
home.
I'd like to strap this keg of ale onto Raymond's back.
Okay.
Okay.
Not carrying that shit. I mean, we could drink it right here and now.
No. It could be on the horse. That's fine. Do we
Alright.
need to stop anywhere before we head to Jessa and Connor's place? I remember Krim saying that there's stuff that he wants to sell.
Oh yes. So there were I keep forgetting to change the things. Hold on. There we go. So yes, we have some things to sell. If you want, we can go take a look at the shops in town to see if we can sell or trade or get anything for this for the loot that we got.
This is animated.
Yeah.
I know, isn't it cool?
Or is that the right word?
GIF. It's a GIF.
Yeah.
The GIF.
Shut up. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Jiffy.
Shut up.
Jiffy boob.
Get Jifty.
All right. I don't think I have anything to sell, so if others need to sell, that's fine.
Nope.
I
I love how
personally,
I can barely hear TJ's mic, and it's just like he's always in the background, like in the backpack.
Yeah, he's trying to stay away from the animals.
I personally say that
Oof.
that we wait until we get to the big the big city that's gonna be coming up to sell our stuff, because maybe, just maybe, we
Better
could get a little bit better prices
Okay.
and better things. So let's just head back to to Jessa and Connor's place.
Okay, so we'll walk with the couple.
You guys start traveling back to Connor and Jessa's house. You come across the river again.
Yay! God.
Again.
Acrobatics, right?
Acrobatics or athletics this time.
You know what?
Whichever one is higher for you guys.
I'm on the horse. I'm chill.
All right.
Hold on.
Fuck it, dude. All right.
Yo.
Acrobatics or athletics? Oh, athletics for me is a 7, so say less.
Oh, sandwich.
Who?
Nice.
Sandwich. Are you riding on Raymond?
Who?
But did we establish that?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Gallant. Are you riding on Raymond?
I'm on Raymond.
There's a keg of ale on right
I mean,
now.
there's 2 seats. I paid for them. Yeah.
The keg of beer is also though.
Get off of me.
Yeah, it's on the butt though. There's plenty of room.
Get off me,
It's
Chris.
on the butt.
It's a pretty big horse.
Okay.
I touched the butt.
Alrighty. So for the most part, everybody gets across the river. Gallant as Raymond is kind of like wading across the river. He accidentally kind of trips. Idella is able to like hold on pretty well. But you manage to like kind of like topple into the river and get all wet.
I panicked and was afraid the ale was gonna fall.
On. Wait, Matthias, did you roll a persuasion check instead of like an acrobatics or an athletics? Oh wait, no, never mind. I see it. Never mind. Never mind. Ignore me. Talia kind of laughs a little, but in laughing, kind of misses a rock as well, and kind of like slips into the water, and she's like, "God damn it!" But not like she only gets like kind of like one of her legs wet. Everybody makes it to the other side, and again she lights her hands on fire. And allows the Firefox to come back and kind of go around Gallant so that he can get warmed up and dried off, while she just kind of holds the fire kind of like on her hand close to her leg that is wet. And again, Gallant, you don't feel any burning sensation. You do feel warm, and you do feel that like eventually the water starts to dry off, at least on your lower part. You did get a little wet, like on your shirt got a little wet as well, and your hair just a little bit.
God damn.
Talia just kind of giggles to herself. And then they can everybody continues to walk towards Jessa and Connor's house along the path. Man, we're so good at
Alright.
jumping across rivers, guys.
Considering you fell in twice.
I fell in like 3 times. Water and I do not mix well.
Someone really needs to build a bridge there.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that kid fell into the river instead of getting fucking eaten.
Jesus Christ, Jack.
Jesus Christ.
Look, that
Wait.
river is evil.
Guys, we
Look,
have
I'm sure
people
he's
here.
seen worse causes of death.
Huh?
I feel like we're scarring the couple, but whatever.
It's not their kid.
Albert's
Why are
laughing.
you laughing? Aren't you lawful good? Stop them.
Oh, conjecture is fine, as long as they're not doing anything bad. I'm about justice, okay?
You really like that word.
My God is the God of justice and war.
Yeah, he may have a sick sense of humor, but his convictions hold strong.
About this
Exactly.
justice. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Everybody makes it back to the cabin. And Jessa invites you all in. Would you like some tea while you take a moment to look at the potions that I have? It's not much
Yes.
because I'm still in the okay. um
Yes.
Again, I don't have too many at the moment. But there should be um it'll be in the back room where I do all of my alchemy and stuff. Um she goes to make some tea. I'm not gonna lie, I did not think about what kind of
Inventory.
inventory. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think about it. Because I didn't know how this was gonna go. So let's just say that she has
Or we
3 of
say what we
each.
want and roll for the stock.
You know what? Sure, why not?
What are we rolling with, though? That's the question.
We'll just do
Perception.
how about we do you guys can choose what kind of potion you want, and I'll give you you just roll a D2, which is
Okay.
just like flipping a coin.
Okay.
Because she doesn't have too many also. And don't go like super overboard with like the type of potion or
Yeah, no,
poison that there is. But like just kind of like I would say like a health potion, either a
We don't
health
need those.
potion, a resistance potion. Maybe not, but you never know. Resistance potions,
There are
like
potions that can raise your wisdom for a short period of time.
do I still have my?
there
Oh,
are.
go ahead.
Speaking of, do we have any that make somebody not talk for a couple hours?
Yeah, it's a
Maybe
sleep
Push
potion.
them silencing.
Who are you trying to silence, huh?
I was gonna ask, do I still have my
Nobody.
sleep potion, or was that used when it got arrow dipped?
You no.
Yeah, I used it, huh?
You used it. So I still have 99.9% of the potion. You used yours when Krim and I went to go get Jessa to make sure homeboy stayed
You
asleep.
wake up, yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta delete that from my inventory.
Okay.
Bloop.
All right. So what would everybody like? I would say, let's see, there's like resistance potions. There's potions that can add to your um uh like your skills or your um modifiers or things like that. Um and um maybe she has a couple of miscellaneous ones. But we'll see what you guys come up with. What would everybody like?
I would like potions that boost wisdom.
Okay.
Do we have potions that let us hover over rivers?
um
Instant dry potion.
Dexterity.
how about this? What I'll do is if you can ask if there is a potion available and I will roll for it. So,
Let me go
let's
check
see
the
if
back. No, we don't got it.
Doesn't move whatsoever.
all right. So, Albert, there is a potion that does increase your wisdom modifier by 2. If you would like to take that. Okay. So you just get one of those. Jekin, let's see. All right, you get a small potion, small flying potion that lasts for
10
lasts
seconds.
for maybe not 10 seconds. I would give it like maybe a few minutes, like maybe 5 minutes.
Oh,
It's
cool.
a it's a small it's a small potion.
I can be like that magician guy.
David Blaine.
Who,
All right.
Gallant knows.
Angel something. I don't know.
Oh,
Roll a d2.
Callan knows. Me D2.
Yes. Slash roll 1d2. All right, you get one. Who else wants things?
Is there a potion that makes you like animals?
I'm sorry? No.
What? You didn't even roll for it.
I know, that's crazy.
Animal hater.
Oh,
All
right. All right. There is a small potion that is you have a friendliness for animal.
oh my god.
I'll take a resist. I'll take a resistance potion.
A resistance potion?
Mhm.
What kind of resistance potion?
Water.
Okay. Hold on.
Everybody's just focused on that fucking river, huh?
All right. Again, you just have a small there's just a small resistance to water potion. Make sure that you guys are all putting this into your inventory so I can go back in and just put the details in as well.
I'm writing it down as well.
Perfect. Thank you. My secretary.
Got you,
Minutes.
boo boo.
Thank you.
I don't know where to add it in this.
That's okay. I will go back and add it, and I will have the notes. I rely heavily on Muffin's notes as well as the VODs. All right, so you get a small resistance water resistant potion.
How many? One or two.
Oh yeah, roll a 1d2. Prim. Oh, you get 2. I would say that this one, the resistance potions will all last about 30 minutes.
So if we run into a Squirtle, you're gonna be OP.
Oh, it's a Squirtle.
Yes.
What's a
Her name's Susan.
All right, so you get 2. You get 2 potions, 2 small potions of water resistance that each have 30 minutes cooldown, like time.
Ooh, excuse me.
Do
Gallant.
we have any
Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say? Go ahead.
do we have any charisma boosting?
Yeah. Well, let's see. Hold on. Oh, you know what? She doesn't have any charisma boosting ones. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said yeah.
What
Got
about
anything
ones
else?
for dragons?
Oh, shut up.
Explain.
Who might
Fire
be on a
resistant?
jury? Fire resistant, maybe? I don't know.
Let's see if there's fire resistance.
It's like
There is a small fire resistant potion.
half drunk. Who's
Oh, now
Would you like that?
Yeah, that also might be good for whoever pisses you off.
Okay. Also, I would say that I'm just realized everybody gets one potion, or like one chance to get a potion each.
Okay,
Okay.
so is
Let's just say that.
is Matthias getting the fire resistance potion?
No, check. I used my
Check.
one on charisma.
Well, no, you can still roll because you
She didn't have
she
it.
just doesn't have
Oh,
one. You
okay,
can
okay.
still get a potion.
No, I don't want the fire resistance.
Okay.
Okay. What else do you want?
Well, Tekken rolled for fire resistance.
He already has a potion of flying.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess I'll take it.
Okay. Roll 1d2.
Wait, did I do it?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay.
Yes. All right. So you do just get one. Okay. So Albert, Jekken, Prim, Matthias. Okay. So Idella and Gallant and Talia. What would you guys like to try to get?
I don't want anything. I don't need anything.
Damn. Someone's
Maybe-
arrogant.
Maybe she can make you some bullets or something.
Do you have like what? Black powder?
What?
I don't-
It's an electric
What's
gun.
your
my
stat that helps your aim?
bad.
Bro, we don't need potions.
Yeah, true.
Well, are you anti-potion?
He just doesn't realize, like, he's from a different
is
place
there
who
an
doesn't use
anti-potion, like a
potions.
potion that negates the effects of another potion, or something like that? That would be cool.
Mm. All right, Gallant apparently does not want a potion. Idella, what about you?
I'm thinking. So if Talia wants to go before me, that's fine.
I think I'm gonna see if she has any more sleep potions, because I would like a sleep potion to see if I could sleep better. Nice. She ran out.
Sick.
All right, I have to think on what kind of potion. You know what? I'll take a look to see if there's any more water resistant potions, because I'm not a huge fan of water. Cool! She doesn't have any more of those either. I'm doing so good, you guys.
Wait, why would you want to be water resistant?
Cause I don't like
made of fire.
water. I'm fire.
Water's
You're
necessary for
fired.
life.
Not for things that are made of fire.
We're not quite made of fire, but we do deal with fire. And fire and water do not mix. You know what? Let me look at my thing here real quick.
I actually would like to see if she has a potion of mind reading.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
It's a good one.
You know what? She has a small potion of mind reading. Would say that you can do it for, since this is kind of a special potion, all of the special potions that aren't like resistance or like health potions or things like that, I would say you get a 5-minute time, unless it's a really, really good roll.
Okay.
So you have a mind reading potion. You can read minds for about 5 minutes.
All right, hold on. I only get one. All right.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see.
What are you getting?
I am also going to get a potion that increases my wisdom, by wisdom modifier by 2. because somebody else got that, right?
Albert did.
I think it was Albert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long is
Okay.
that for, though?
That one I would say is just for like, let's see.
The duration of an encounter.
1 hour. That's a long encounter.
For that one, I'll say 30 minutes as well.
Okay.
Gallant, are you sure you don't want anything? It's
I am
something free.
very sure.
How many potions does Tali get?
It's free. It's compensation. Oh, that's fair.
If it's free and it's from another person, it could very well be laced.
Wow. I thought I was the bad one.
I get one.
Okay.
Just ensuring safety is all. Also, I have no idea what any of these things are.
That is fair. All right. Well then, I guess we are all set here. I think you know what we should have done is we should have gotten more food.
I still have.
Oh well, we can hunt. It's fine. We
Um,
can hunt.
I said, like, I think I still have a lot of food for at least for myself. Because I didn't use.
Owlbears have a lot of meat.
Yeah, I still have like 2 dried meat packs and some fruit and nuts, so I'm chilling.
I
That's
mean, we
pretty much
still
all
have we have like a at least a 3-day journey to the city. But I think we've been kind of successful with hunting. So
And I still have a fishing net, by the way, and the lure.
Yes.
Hopefully, we can catch more next time.
Okay. Well, shall we be on our way then?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Jessa provides you at least with she's like, oh, one more thing. And she gives you kind of like a bundle of one bundle of herbs and another like 2 bundles of herbs, I should say. One of them is the tea that I was brewing for you guys. And she has kind of like a charcoal mark on one of them. The one with the charcoal mark is the tea leaves. And then this one, this bundle is for hold on, I'm trying to think. Just in case you do need it, I know that you do have clerics and paladins, it seems, with you, but these types of herbs are good for like cuts and wounds right at the start. You never know. So
Thank you so much. I'll take it and put it in my bag.
okay. The Connor smiles and wraps his arm around Jessa and says, "Thank you very much for your help, and for curing me of my curse. We're forever indebted to you."
Wait, no problem.
No problem. Happy to help. All right. Shall we be on our way?
Lead the way.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. The party heads out and makes their way east back towards the kind of Y area. Hold on. Let's bring us back to the map really quick. So
Oshido.
On the road again.
so their place was right about here. We'll just travel along the river around this way and head up to the city right here. Okay.
Okay.
So, let me move us back one more time. All right.
Time check.
Time check. It's about maybe 10 a.m., 10 to 11 a.m., late morning.
Also, time check for TJ.
It is 9 o'clock.
Would you like for us to call it here then?
If
This
we
might be a good.
can, I mean, I don't see us doing much else before we get to the next town, unless we have an encounter with something before nightfall. You know, so
You never know, but at the same time, it could be a good place to stop. So that's up to you guys if you want to call it here or continue on a little bit.
I mean, I'm down to stop and call it here. Give him a chance to, freshen up for his date. Get that fit out. Get that shower going.
Get that fit out.
I'm fine with calling it.
Damn right.
Okay.
First or last day, you need to fit ready.
Alrighty, then we'll call it here for the night. Kind of a decent campaign tonight. So yeah. Good job to everybody. And next weekend I didn't think about a conflict on my end. I told my my aunt that I would take my uncle to a hockey game in her place because she just had knee surgery.
Oh,
So
She was gonna be playing.
no.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. That was not sensitive.
So I will not be I'm pretty sure it starts at the same time as D&D. So I want to see about either rescheduling or seeing if we just want to start our hiatus at that point, because after that we're off for basically a month.
I'd say start the hiatus or our break. That way, if people have things already planned, they don't have to move stuff around.
now I feel bad for leaving early.
You're fine.
No. Honestly, this is a good place to end before the hiatus. Because then next time we'll maybe have an encounter or two. We'll see. Depends on my rules. And
Owlbear.
God, I hope not.
We'll see. And also getting to the bigger city. We're gonna be there for a little bit too. And
Ace.
as sorry.
Sorry, I was
Speak
talking.
Valorant.
Yeah.
Also, as I've been kind of saying to everybody else, this campaign, it does seem like it's going to go on for a bit. Especially like seeing the pacing that we're going at right now, it's going to take a while for sure. So, I hope everybody, strap in. I hope everybody is here for it because I have some really fun things, and really, I think more interesting things in store for later on in this campaign. So,
By the way, TJ,
Yes.
I want you to know, I was full, well, and ready to have an actual civil court with debate with you. I had a witness list and questions lined up on a spreadsheet right next to me.
Oh my God.
In order, it was going Adela,
Not doing-
Jekin, and then
If Petty,
Gallant.
if Petty was a
Play, man.
person.
But
Petty
you, were
was
the
a
one, you were the one that shot
Yeah,
down
holy
my
shit, dude.
request to have Matthias.
It's because originally when I pitched it, Star said it was going to take like a little too long, and it
I
was
was
already halfway
prepared.
through the campaign, and I was like, I can't do this now.
I'm sorry.
Personally, I was prepared to lie about what I sniffed.
Whoa.
Wow.
State secret.
I mean, he could have. You could have.
I straight up, I actually looked up the definitions of hearsay, conjecture, and like decent
You're
what's
bringing
it
in
called?
fallacies.
And
Someone
have a
lawyer.
fucking-
Fallacies
Someone have a
already.
count of how many times Albert said conjecture in the session.
Like, and listen,
Oh.
Matthias respects your conviction to your morals. He just doesn't share them.
dude, I was ready.
And as
Especially
a
'cause
druid,
all the evidence was fucking circumstantial too. None of it was actual fucking evidence. I swear to God.
Yeah, the thing is, none of them proved him innocent either.
That doesn't matter. In court of law, I don't need to prove him. I don't need to
Innocent
prove that
until
he's.
proven
In
guilty.
America, we're not in
Yeah.
America.
Oh my god.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah, we're not in America, but I don't give a fuck.
We didn't know how
And
the
not only that, but like, all I was saying was that we needed to turn him in. I'm not saying kill him. I'm saying we turn him into the people to let them decide, because that is the correct thing to do in that situation. But anyway, that would be the like lawful good thing to do.
yeah, you're totally right. My character was like the werewolf killed.
All my time been watching Suits
Even
would
if the
have
werewolf
Suits
didn't
would have came in
kill the
handy.
werewolf is gone now.
Alright,
The werewolf is gone.
I'm gonna put us on a BRB.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll see you beautiful fucks.
Hi everyone, I'm sorry. I'm actually gonna end stream. I'm gonna get some cuddles with the hubby and just kind of unwind for tonight because tomorrow is a busy day and I didn't realize it. So I'm gonna drop you guys off with Stells. She's currently playing DBD. Thank you. So I will see you guys Tuesday for more Ert. So yeah, give Stills lots of TLC. You guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Today? Tuesday. Today is Saturday. So I'll see you guys then. Rest well. Good night. Oh, you said Tuesday. Oh, that's right. Don't forget, time change is happening. Have fun!